Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining tonight. Take a deep breath and imagine a tiny, isolated island. No police, no neighbors, no help, just the ocean, wind, and silence. Tonight, we are telling a true story, one of the most chilling murders in American history, the Smuttynose Island Murders of 1873. By the end of tonight, I want you to ask yourself, can a place feel so safe that it becomes dangerous? Tonight's story will take us through the island, the people who lived there, the night of the murders, the survivor's story, the accused, the trial, and the lasting legacy. Smuttynose Island is small. You could walk across it in a few minutes. Part of the Isles of Shoals off Maine's coast. Life in the 1870s was harsh but quiet. The ocean provided food and danger. Supplies came by boat, and winter could be brutal. The people trusted each other completely. No locks, no police, no outsiders. At night, the only sound was the ocean and maybe a distant lighthouse. It was beautiful and isolated. Imagine sleeping at night with only waves and wind, and no one to call if something went wrong. 3 women lived on Smuttynose Island: Karen Christie, Annie Christie, Marietta Thompson. They were ordinary women. They fished, they cooked, they cared for their homes. They were neighbors, sisters, and friends. Marietta was young and observant. Karen and Annie were experienced and careful. They trusted everyone because there was no reason not to. But that trust would be tested in a way that would change everything. These women had no idea that history would remember them, not for their daily lives, but for the night that changed everything. The night began like any other. Lamps were low. The sea was calm. The wind carried nothing but waves. But someone arrived, a stranger, quiet, invisible. No one screamed. No one fought. By morning, 2 lives were gone, and 1 woman remained alive. Marietta Thompson survived by hiding. She waited in silence until daylight. Then she ran across the island and escaped. Life on Smuttynose Island was simple, but survival was hard. Fishing was the main occupation. Supplies were scarce. Winter was harsh. Every stranger was noticed. Every unusual sound remembered. Imagine living there, quiet days, peaceful nights, and then one night, everything changes. Marietta's survival is remarkable. She didn't scream. She didn't fight. She stayed completely still. Sometimes survival isn't about courage, it's about patience. She waited until morning. She ran across the island. She reached safety, and she told her story. Her quiet bravery saved her life, and the island would never be the same. The accused was Louis Widener, a German immigrant. He was different, spoke English with an accent, and was seen near the island. In the 1,800 seconds, being different could make you suspicious, even if you had nothing to do with the crime. Marietta identified him as the attacker. People were ready to believe him guilty. Some historians suggest prejudice played a role. The trial became a public spectacle. Newspapers covered every moment. Public opinion was strong. Marietta testified. Widener defended himself. The jury deliberated and found him guilty. He was executed. Justice had been done, or had it? Historians still debate the verdict. Some believe fear and bias influenced the trial. Others believe Marietta's testimony proved the truth. The murders changed the island forever. People realized that danger could arrive silently, even in the safest places. They realized that trust could be broken in an instant. Marietta survived, but the island never forgot. The Smuttynose Island Murders remind us, danger doesn't always look dangerous. It doesn't announce itself. And sometimes survival is the loudest testimony of all. Thank you for staying with me tonight, for listening, for reflecting. Take a deep breath. Remember, history doesn't always give answers, but it always leaves lessons.